really powerful piece. I think the message in it is really important, and I think the way that you accomplish that message is done in a very potent way by revealing his family at the end of this. I think it makes everything that has happened more tangible in the way that you reveal this, and it makes it all the more heartbreaking. I think I think the pacing that you've taken through this is incredible, and it makes it gut wrenching to watch and realize towards the end, and it comes together to be just a really thought provoking and powerful piece.
From the moment it starts, it captures your attention and it holds it until the very, very end of the film. The director of photography, he really understood black and white and how to make black and white, all of the midtones and the textures, and he just made it so gorgeous and interesting. And I loved the choices that they made when Aaron felt most happy and free, how they changed it to color. Um, Really clever writing, clever filmmaking. The way that they wrote this was so meticulously crafted. It really was. It was excellent. And Connor Wolfric, I hope I'm saying your name right, was playing Aaron, and he did such a brilliant job. You could not help but feel compassion and empathy for Aaron's character throughout this entire film. I mean, you genuinely just like the guy. And it was so smart how they decided not to show Aaron's family members until the very end. And how they added the twist, not quite at the very end, they moved it forward a little bit and then showed you how Aaron went ahead and accomplished all of this. Yeah, I think this film, watching this, it actually is something that inspires you to be a better human being in how you treat other people, and that our words are damaging, they're hurtful. And it takes a really sensational film to be able to inspire that in audiences.
It felt like a Brothers Grimm fairy tale, um, in the sense that uh, it very much reminded me a lot of the evil stepmom uh, story trope that you usually get from these type of fairy tales. Um, and it was used in a way to tell a story about transitioning and identity. Uh, what I also find fascinating about this short was how it tells its story out of order. So we're constantly jumping around in terms of how much information we know. I found it very creative how Censure uses color to encapsulate emotion. 98% of this film is in black and white because our main character, Aaron, is absolutely miserable. But the one time we see color, the one time the film is in color, is when they're alone and they are themselves. That is the one time there's color because it is the one time they experience happiness. Uh, and then the moment that bubble is burst, everything goes right back into black and white. Even at the end, when uh, Aaron thinks they got what they wanted, it's still in black and white because at that point the damage has already been done. So much pain and hurt has been spread through them that even when tell themselves they're free, the scars will always be there.
You see the disapproval that exists in this man's mind. You can tell that he suffers from OCD, and it's interesting to see how this is enhanced by the trauma at hand being played. I wondered in the beginning if he was actually in this space alone or not, because the center focus is on this character for the first half of the short. And you get to see him essentially talk to shadows, so to speak. That's usually the only element in the beginning part of this piece that really opens you up to this world. And you can tell that his OCD tendencies are extreme as he touches the lights, as he tightens up the change in his little area. And you can see the disapproval at hand, right? He's fighting with his own mind. And these moments of disapproval, you know, is it in his own head? Were they really like this? These are questions that you ask yourself as you're watching the piece, trying to put the pieces together. And we get to see him essentially go out of his mind and be tormented with not feeling like he belongs and that he's accepted. And this just grand disapproval, this censure from his parents has caused him to react and decide to take it out on the people that have claimed to love him.